So here is a Clapton style riff. It's using the blues scale in pattern number 3. Now I'm only sticking to the blues scale. A lot of classic riffs actually combine the major and minor pentatonics with the blues scale, and of course they mix other stuff in there like the Mixolydian or the Dorian scale. But for these few riffs, we're just sticking to the blues scale only. Okay, let's break down the riff. So here's the breakdown for that riff. We're going to be playing it in pattern number 3. So we're going to start with our index finger here on 10 on the B string. And we're going to pick that note. That note is our tonic, so that's our resolved note. We're going to be starting and finishing the riff on that, okay? So here we go. So 10 on the B string. I'm going to do a blues curl on 13 on the B string, which is just a 1/4 bend. It's a very small bend. And then we're going to cut it. You should be cutting it with the pick or a part of your thumb that's really close to the pick. Once it's cut, we're going to hit the high E string 10, high E string 11, high E string 12, high E string 11, and you should alternate pick that whole part. So now we have this. We're then going to do a hammer-on pull-off combination from 10, 11, 10. Okay, so now we should have this. Go back to 13, do a small blues curl, and then a cut, back to 10, back to 13 on the B string again, and then we're going to hit 10. So we have a few more notes left. Let's just recap what we have so far. Okay, now we're going to use our middle finger and we're going to hit the G string on 12, so G string 12, and then we're going to pick the 13th fret B string with another blues curl. So now we should have this. And of course I forgot to add in the last 10th fret note here on the B string. So that riff reminds me a lot of a Clapton style riff. Of course, a lot of guys have used it. So what I recommend is change it into other keys. If we were to play it in the key of G, well, that's simple. This is an A note. We just bring it down by 2. If we wanted to play it in the key of F, well, just go down another 2. The key of E. So learn how to move it by finding out what the reference point is. The reference point for this riff is the tonic, A. So we're in the key of A, we're going to be using an A note. If we're in the key of C, well, we would use a C note. So practice that riff. It's a bit more complicated than the last one that we did. And try and use it in real situations like a backing track or a jam session.